A lot of people are bringing up the topic, should this fight have just been a light welterweight or super lightweight? The 140-pound division, should that have taken place? Since Manny has made 140 so easily, it seems. But you got to look at it this way. Manny's been at 147 for so long now. They don't want to jump all the way to 140 just in case he didn't feel right. So they went to 144 first. And I think that was the smart thing to do. Because, like I said, you don't want to make a big jump and then what if he did feel dehydrated or he just didn't feel right, or the weight didn't come off good or whatever. You never know. So, because Manny hasn't fought at 140 since Ricky had in 2009, so it's been a while. So 144, I think that was a good call by Pacquiao, either 144 or 147. People are saying 144 is giving Chris Algieri the advantage. Yeah, he is getting advantages from 144 because the guy used to fight at 140, and apparently the guy used to fight at 160 before or something like that. So the guy is pretty big, and apparently he put on 4 to 5 pounds of extra muscle since it is at 144, and he's used to fighting at 140. He said, why not put on 4 extra pounds of muscle since I can? And he knows all that stuff. He nutritionist, went to school for all that personal training stuff. So I guess he maybe has that down to a science and added some weight on. But yeah, it's gonna... Hey! Jack! Jack! So yeah, it's gonna benefit Chris Algieri. His strength level is gonna go up. I don't know about his power, to be honest. I think you're born with power, and I think there is ways, I guess, you can increase it, but definitely it's going to increase his strength, like his ability to muscle off Pacquiao kind of thing, but punching power, maybe a bit, I'm saying, but not much anyway, but it's definitely going to increase Chris Algieri's ability to keep Pacquiao off since he's bigger. But Pacquiao's been fighting at 147 for years now, and he's been fighting huge guys. Margarito, Cotto, Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, Timothy Bradley he's kind of short, but Timothy Bradley's pretty heavy. He walks around pretty heavy. So he's been facing strong guys, and like I said, 144, it's going to benefit Chris Algieri, but it's also going to benefit Manny Pacquiao, because like I said, oh yeah, there's actually is a disadvantage to that actually. Chris Algieri being at 144, you could say if he got kind of lazy, thinking, oh, it's 144, I can kind of add more weight and I don't got to worry about making weight as much. But then when the time comes to make weight, it might be a close call and he might have to dehydrate. So just like an example, what Brandon Rios did. Brandon Rios fought at 140. Then when he went up to 147 to fight Pacquiao, he came in fight night at like 160, and he had trouble making weight for 147, I heard. So, but yet he made 140 in the previous fights, all his previous fights. So it's kind of like, did Brandon Rios think it was going to be easy to make weight since it was 7 pounds more, that he got lazy and thought he could put on more weight and get more power, and didn't think much about making the weight, but when the time came to make the weight, he had trouble. So will that happen to Chris Algieri? Will he have that problem when the time comes to weigh in? Maybe he'll be a close call, and that will kind of stress him out, might be dehydrated or something. He might just get lazy since he thinks, oh, I'm usually fighting even lighter than this, so I guess I can relax more about not making weight. But I think Chris Algieri's character is way different than Brandon Rios, so I don't think that will affect him. I think it will be more or less an advantage for Chris Algieri. So I agree with a lot of you guys who say it will be advantage 144 for Chris Algieri since he'll get to pack on muscle, and he did apparently. And he does look like he's packed on muscle. But on the other hand, Manny Pacquiao at 144, like I said at the start of the video, that you didn't want to go all the way to 140 just in case he didn't feel right at 140 because he hasn't been there in a while. So make it 144, see how he does, like Freddie Roach says. And since Manny Pacquiao is at 140, and since it was 144, it will be like the same thing I said about Chris Algieri. Instead of him being Manny Pacquiao doesn't have to worry about making weight as much, because if it was 140, he might be stressing about that. Oh, maybe I gotta really shed weight. I never done this in a while. But since it's 144 and he's made weight so easily, that won't be a stress. He won't be dehydrated, and he will be the number one thing about it being at 144. We're gonna see more speed from Manny Pacquiao, and that's an advantage for Manny Pacquiao. The 144 catch weight is an advantage for Manny Pacquiao as well, because he's going to be faster and add the power with that speed, that extra speed he's going to have. It's going to be a devastating combination with that speed and power, since he's lighter, yet he retains the same power. So advantages for both guys at 144. Algieri, a strength advantage at 144. Pacquiao, a speed advantage at 144. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.